What if the biggest financial mistake you make this second half of the year isn't buying the wrong stocks, but completely ignoring the right ones? Because every year, a handful of Nigerian stocks quietly creates enormous wealth for investors, while other people are running here and there looking for trends and hypes. Experienced and seasoned investors, they sit down and they begin to ask questions. Does this company, does this stock have future potential? Has this company been consistent in their dividend paying? They ask such questions, and that is what we want to share with you today, so that 6 months from now, you will beat your chest and say, thank God I took the right decisions, so that you will not be among those that will bite their finger and say, where was I when this video was being made? You are welcome to Wealth Portfolio Builder. Here we teach you how to make money, how to manage money, and how to multiply money. Today we shall be discussing 5 potential stocks that can add extra money to your pocket before the year comes to an end. Relax, I will be right back. Good to have you back. Now we are going to take the 5 stocks, the 5 businesses that has the potential, the capacity of bringing extra money into your pocket. And we start with number 5. Then number 5 is from the telecom. And that number 8, or that company, or that stock, it's MTN Nigeria. You will say, wow, yes, MTN Nigeria. You are going to give you 2 technical reasons, and of course, maybe it's 1 or 2 fundamental reasons. One of them is that currently MTN, as at the time of shooting this video, MTN current market price is 800 naira. That means the market is still fair, and not just that fair, that the EPS, earnings per share, is just about approximately 63 naira. That is amazing. Then this is EPS 63 naira. Then returns on investment is about 147 naira. That is returns on equity. That is the money that the investors, this is what comes back, 147%. You see that this business is massive. 147% return on equity and 63 naira earnings per share, while the current price is 800 naira. Then if we go to the normal fundamentals, we'll discover that everybody, you and I, it is because of data you are seeing me. Every one of us, we are using data. The company itself, they are investing massively in the company. And of course, everything is driven by technology, and technology is being carried by data. This is an investment. This is a company that you can put in, especially if you are going for the long haul. Then you beat your chest. All things being equal, Nigerian political climate remaining peaceful, you will discover that this is an investment that you will not regret. And number 4 on our list is Presco. Presco plies in the agricultural industry, agric industry. That is where Presco plies. And the beauty of it is that the current market price of Presco, as at the time of shooting this video, is about 2,300. It looks high, but believe me, in fact, by reason of the bearish period, that is why you will get it at this rate. The pullback has brought it down at this rate, and the current EPS, it's about 139 naira 80 kobo. That is the EPS of Presco, earnings per share of Presco, while its return on equity, returns on equity, it's about 29%, about 29.5%. That is massive. And the beauty of it is that Presco is an agricultural based company. So it means both agriculture, because we are in the season of linkages between the manufacturing, the agriculture, and all that. It means both the fundamental and the technical is in support of an investment. You should take a look and consider Presco. Of course, do your due research. And number 3 on our scale, on our list, it's Zenith Bank. Yes, we have gone into the big boys arena, that is the banking industry arena, and our number 3 is Zenith Bank. Currently, Zenith Bank is sold for 110 naira. While you amaze you, the EPS is about, that is the earnings per share, is about 25 naira. The earnings per share, it's about 29 naira, and the returns on equity is about 20.18%. 8%. You can imagine Zenith Bank is geared towards blowing the roof. And another beauty about it, the fundamental, is that Zenith Bank recently were able to meet up with the CBN bank recapitalization of 500 billion. So you know that Zenith Bank is solid. It's a bank you can invest in. They are liquid. There's free exit, free entry. You can come in, you can buy out. So Zenith Bank is a call for you to research and invest. Stock number 2, we are still in the banking industry. Can you guess? Okay, let me save you the stress. Stock number 2 is GTCO, that is Guarantee Trust Bank. They occupy our nomination and they occupy number 2. GTCO is currently selling at about 115 naira, and there are some other fractions. 115 naira, that is the current market price. That's at the time of this video. 115 naira, that is the current market price, while the earnings per share is about 22 naira 46 kobo. That is the earnings per share, while the returns on equity is about 22.66%. So you can imagine that GT is doing amazingly well, and not just technically, fundamentally they are able to meet the CBN 500 billion recapitalization. They did it in a fantastic way. GT has invested in so many other, they have spread both in pension, in other businesses. So GT is an investment that you can take a look, do your research, and of course, trust me, 6 months from now, even if it is 20%, 30% increment, that is profit taking, you are good to go. And just like Zenith Bank and GT, they are also dividend paying stocks, just like the other one, the MTN and the Presco, they also pay dividend. And I'll be back to show you number 1. And number 1 is, but before I mention number 1, make sure you have liked, make sure you have subscribed, make sure you are going to comment which of them that you are buying, or all of them, or why you are not buying them, and of course make sure you share with family and friends. Number 1, we move to the energy. Yes, we move to energy, and that is Aradel. So Aradel applies in the energy sector. Aradel is doing massively well for itself. It's a stock that you should take a look. The current market price as at the time of presenting this video is about 1,750 naira. That is the current market price. In fact, it's a pullback by reason of the bearish season that we are experiencing in the Nigerian stock exchange. That is why you are even getting it at this 1,750. There was a time it got as far as 1,900, 2,000 naira. While the earnings per share, the EPS, is about 247 naira. Massive. 247 naira is the earnings per share, and the returns on equity is about 11.54%. 11.54%. You discover that Adele is doing well for itself. And the beauty of this 5 stocks that we have given to you is that every one of them, they are dividend paying stocks. Every one of them, they are highly liquid. So you can come in, you can go out, you can come in, you can go out, for those who do daily trading. And of course, every one of them, they pay almost virtually twice in a year, dividends twice in a year. They pay the interim and they pay the final. So these are fantastic stocks that we want you to consider. Meanwhile, we want to encourage you to do your due research. Don't conclude that we have said, so you just go in and launch hook, line and sinker. Do your due research. If need be, call your accountant, call your investor, call your whoever that is in charge giving you financial details. Ask him or her about these ones that we have listed here. Because a wise investor does not invest out of emotions, out of hype, out of expert opinions. You do your due diligence, you read, you study, you make your research, and you ask questions from professionals. Once again, you need to consider, is their dividend paying sustainable? Does the company has potential for future growth? their sales, how are they coping with it, how are they managing with their corporate governance. These and many other things you need to find out, then you take your decisions. Most of these current prices are giveaway. You can come in because there is currently a pullback, so you can get them at a cheaper rate, and 6 months from now you'll be glad that you took the right decision. God Almighty will help us to take the right decision. It is Wealth Portfolio Builder. We hope and believe that today's training has added value to you, because that is our essence. We have not come to entertain you, we have come to educate you, and hopefully, prayerfully, you will take the right decision. If you have not liked, once again, like, share, and subscribe. God bless you. See you at the top. Remain at the top. See you in our next video. Bye.